Hey everyone, Connie here with my top 200 hottest fictional characters. So, this is the first of these lists. This is going to be a series of lists chronicling my top 200 currently, as of making this first video, basically. Um, my current top 200 hottest fictional characters. This list can change, my tastes change randomly here and there. So this is just as of current. This will be a multi-part list. This part is 200 through 151. So as you can see, it's going by 50 entries per video for now. And it will go down to basically the end. We'll take it as we go up to that point. But there are a couple rules I want to go over for this list before we get to it. So first, and they all kind of go in tune with each other. But first, adult characters only. Um, for obvious reasons, or at least what I hope are obvious reasons, I am not counting underage characters for this list. Because even if the character designers and artists, animators, whoever worked on it, depending on the form of media it's from, even if the character was designed to be attractive, I don't really consider it right to count that. Um, it's just not right. Simple as that. Um, so adult characters only. Now, again, the rest of these kind of, well, for the most part, kind of go into that idea. So, rule number two, if the character is not human and has a different aging than humans, they must be reasonably seen as an adult. So, for example, if the character would be, I don't know, an elf or something, obviously elves live for hundreds of years, even up to thousands, depending on the mythology. Um, they must be reasonably seen as an adult within the context of their character and the series. Um, if the character's age is never officially confirmed, again, they must be reasonably seen as an adult based on the context of their character and the series. Um, this is just same kind of reasons for both of these. It's just like they have, if their age is not confirmed, if they age differently than humans, they have to be very clearly meant to be an adult, or at least their races or whatever's equivalent of an adult. If a character is shown at multiple ages in their respective series, game, comic, whatever, then I am only counting their adult appearance because of the same reasons. I am not counting underaged characters. If a character is shown at multiple stages in their life, I am specifically counting what they look what they look like as an adult. I'm not attracted to minors. Um, I'm not going to count that. Um, and most of the times in these media, when the characters are shown at different stages, they look notably different at their different ages. Whether due to different styles or clearly older features or whatever, it's very clear they're meant to be seen as, well, older. So, yeah, I'm definitely only counting adult characters in that regard. Um, and this is purely about looks. This is not based on personality, not based on their voices, not based on just their morals or any kind of character traits. It's based. This is purely an appearance based list. just characters that I find personally to be physically attractive. So it can, in that regard, include media that I've never seen or experienced. Whether it be a series I've never seen, whether it be a game I've never played, so on and so forth. Now, most of the entries on this list will be ones I know, will be ones from shows that I know, just because when making this list, they're just instantly the ones that come to mind. And while there were definitely like a lot more than 200 when I was cutting this down and everything, most of the ones that made the top 200 were still ones that I actively know. It just worked out that way. So, yeah. Basically, it comes down to adult characters only. If their age is not specified, if they're a different race and that race ages differently than humans, if they're shown in multiple ages in the media, only counts for like their adult selves, or if they're reasonably seen as adults, etc., etc. And again, it's based purely off of looks. So, that being said, this list, just to make it easier and everything, and to make sure this video on YouTube just isn't like obnoxiously long, this list will be linked to on both BitChute and Google Photos down in the description below. This is also to help with possible copyright issues, though it's mostly just for time's sake, because it would take a lot longer if I were to just try to like show pictures and talk about each of them. And again, most of it's just going to be down to my personal tastes and everything anyways, so there's not really much to talk about anyways. So it's better just to show like a bunch of clips and stuff. So that will be linked to, again, on BitChute and Google Photos. But yeah, so like I said, this is 200 through 151. This is only the first of these lists. There will be more, and they will be released kind of periodically, just whenever I can get to them, because I have to edit together everything, like 50 entries each time pretty much, and that takes quite a bit of time. Editing together this first video took me like 4 hours, I think, just because I had to like edit everything together. There's a couple adjustments I had to make. I had to cut all the video footage down that I had and everything. It took a lot. And some characters like there aren't videos for, because they're not that kind of media. So I also had to find pictures and everything too. So yeah. Keeping it as simple as that. And just as a note, like I said, I cut this down from a lot more than just 200. There were at least double this amount in my original listing, because I was pretty much taking all these shows I knew and had seen, all these games and everything, and I was just counting pretty much everyone who, again, is an adult and fits my rules and criteria and all. And then I had to cut it down drastically from there. So the fact that we have these top 200, these are like the pinnacle of them. So even the ones in this list are going to still be, like, in my opinion, of course, extremely attractive. So yeah, we're still counting it for that. It just means that they're not as much so to me as the ones above them. So yeah, once again, the link to the actual list is down in the description below. It is on both BitChute and Google Photos. And I would like to hear your thoughts. Do you think some of the people on this list should have been higher up? Do you think they shouldn't be on the list? Or what are some that you might want to see on the list altogether that you think deserve to be in the top 200? Tell me your thoughts down in the comments below. And again, I hope you enjoy the list and I hope you just have a good day with this. This is a fun list just for the shits and giggles. So, yeah. Either way, I'm Connie, and yeah, enjoy the list.